Have you ever wondered what the corporate purpose of God is in line with who you are? Who can tell me? Because it's important that for us to really understand who we are, our mission in life, and to have fulfillment in life, we might need to understand the reason why God created us, okay? Or why God created the whole universe, which I call the corporate purpose of God. Who can tell me? To show forth His glory. Yes. The corporate purpose of God is to show forth His glory through us. To show forth His glory through us. If we look at some stories in the Bible, what God has said, He told the people, I'm giving you a land filled with milk and honey. I'm not only giving to you, but I'm giving it to your descendants. Not because you worked for it, not because you asked for it, not because that you deserve it, but because I've chosen you specially to show forth my glory. I was a blind man that Jesus healed, and people were asking him, was it his parents that sinned, or the guy sinned in his mother's womb? Because they said the person was blind from his mother's womb, right? Or some people sinned, or the nation or the environment he was sinned. And God said, nobody sinned. It's just for me to show forth my glory. So have you wondered that God really wants to show forth His glory through you? Yes. The reason why probably you are still alive today is because God is still has some glory to show through you. Some people say, oh, God is selfish. But by the time you've finished listening to my message today, you will realize that God is not selfish and wasn't selfish and is not selfish, and he cannot even classify him as selfish. Some moments ago, I was having a mastermind with some people, just like you have in Shark Tank, Lions Den, Dragons Den in UK, Lions Den in Nigeria and Kenya, and we're talking about a partnership with people, where some people that have wealth and experience, knowledge, experience and everything, they're partnering with other young entrepreneurs to help them to be successful. And why they help them to be successful, they also are successful, are more successful as well. Creating a win-win situation. A situation whereby I help you to be successful, and as I help you to be successful, I also become more successful. Do you call that a selfish relationship? No. That's what I call a mutual symbiotic relationship. And that's the kind of relationship God wants to have with us. God is the Almighty. He has everything. He created everything. He controls everything. And He decides, in this little aspect, I want to show forth my glory through you. And that's why God has given you gifts. And that's why your gift is unique to you. The uniqueness of the gift is because God wants to show forth His glory in that unique way through you. And that's the reason why we're still alive. That's the reason that we're still breathing. Because God is still waiting for us. Waiting for us to recognize the gift. Waiting for us to recognize the assignment. Waiting for us to invest in that gift. Waiting for us to gain knowledge. Waiting for us to gain understanding. Waiting for us to get wisdom and to apply that knowledge that He has given to us, apply that gift towards the assignment He has given to us, so that He can show forth His glory through us. And when He shows forth His glory through us, not only that God wins, we win as well. Because people cannot see that we're successful. So all the accolades that come with success, we gain it as well. The freedom, the richness, the wealth, the good health, the long life, the relationships, all of them, all of it are added onto it. So we get all that as well. And in the eyes of the world, they see us as successful. But what they do not see is that God has kept this thing, prepared this success for us, because he has decided that in this particular way, I want to show forth my glory through you, through each and every one of us. And when I show forth my glory through you, I will feel glorified as a king, then you too, you feel glorified as a little king. How about that? Do we like that? Perfect relationship. I'll go for that any day. If we understand that basis alone, then we'll begin to be more conscious of the gifts that God has placed inside us. We'll begin to be more conscious of the opportunities God is putting around us. Even when things are not working the way we want it to work, when we remember that God is waiting to show forth his glory through us, we will take that situation and learn from it to be able to apply on our journey to God showing forth his glory through us. That's simple. So we need to have an understanding. That's why we need to know God. Know God by reading and meditating on his words. And as you meditate, seek understanding of it. And as you seek understanding of it, seek action by applying what you understand towards showing forth, helping God to show forth his glory through us. So God crowned us as a king. His own crown shines more, and we wear the crown as well. Win-win situation. Win-win situation. So that's why we need to be super duper aware of what God has placed inside of us. And all things that's happening to us is for us to be able to apply those gifts, opportunities, which I just call endowments. All those endowments, to be able to apply it towards showing God, towards showing forth the glory of God through us. So if you have a king, imagine Elon Musk come to you and say, hey, I see your gift. You have this gift that the world desire, and I have built a system in which you can apply this gift for the world to see. And I will give you my platform for you to apply it. So all you have to say is yes, to the partnership, so that we can have a symbiotic partnership in which I help you to show forth your gift to the world, for the world to benefit. And we have platform that will showcase you all throughout the world. Whatever we get, you get 50%, I get 50%, without maybe too much other investment. Aside that, you apply your gift and you work out towards it. Maybe you put a little money down to show that you are really serious. Aside from that, I have everything set up for you already. And I've done it so many times. I've done it to so many people. You can see the results. You can check testimonies, check the results, you can see it all around. And you went to search on the internet, what's going on? And see, hey, this person said that. Yes, I did similar with Elon Musk, and I got this result. I did similar with him, I got this result, And I said, man, so this is really true. Because you have to search. You have to search to see, is it really true? And I've found out that, yes, this is really true. You now come back to Elon Musk and say, hey, I'm ready. And I say, okay, let's go. And within a few years, your glory is enlightened in the whole world. And as your glory is enlightened, you're saying in partnership with Elon Musk. So his glory is even more enlightened as well. That's the kind of relationship God wants to have with us. So once we recognize that, the sky is the limit. Will it come forth overnight? No. Because there's a time for us to build up our capacity. Our capacity has to build up first. You remember the story of the man with the talents that gave 5 to 1, 2 to 1, and 1 to 1, according to their capacity. The capacity is your mind. Your mind has to build up first. Your mind has to build up first. Who are you? You have to build up yourself first. Do you even understand what you have? Do you even understand how things work? Do you even understand how business work? Do you even understand how investment work? Do you even understand how money works? Do you even understand the relationship with people? Do you even understand the relationship with your investor? Do you even understand how to talk? Do you even understand so many things you don't know? So you have to build yourself up. That is building your capacity. So if your capacity is for one talent, by the time you build up, you have now increased your capacity to receiving 2 talents. As you build up, you have now increased your capacity to receive 5 talents. Say the person that has 5 talents was given 5 more, right? Because the capacity has increased. So we have a job to do on ourselves, to seek God, to understand the laws of the universe. The laws of the universe, those are the words of God. Because when God created the world, He rested. And God is still resting. Because God has set it upon a universal law to run the universe automatically. So do we understand those laws? For example, do we understand there's a time to plant and a time to harvest? Do we understand seed time and harvest time? Do we understand love? That when you love your neighbor, you are invariably loving yourself. Do we understand that gift it shall be given back to you? Good measure, pressed down, shaking over and running over. Do we understand that whatever our mind dwells upon eventually becomes a reality? And the dominant thoughts in our hearts are the ones that shapes our future? So there are so many things we don't understand yet. So we need to invest in ourselves to become that person with higher capacity so that we can receive more from the Almighty. Because the gift is out there. He has everything out there. We can receive as much as we want, depending on our capacity. So my challenge to you today is, are you ready to increase your capacity? Do you recognize that God is waiting for you to show forth His glory through you? If you recognize that, are you ready to invest to increase your capacity? So that's why you need to stay tuned to us, because we will empower you to invest in yourself, to increase your capacity, to receive more, so that God can show forth His glory through us.